This is an anime recap video, and in this video, I'm going to show you a reincarnated girl named Ivy, who becomes a powerful tamer after her parents banish her from the family. The story starts with Fumisha desperately escapes under the moonlight as her village people chase after her. The village chief, her father, proclaims that she will bring misfortune to their village. He thinks that those with no stars should not be allowed to exist in this world. Day breaks, and our reincarnated girl rushes to her various hiding places around the forest. She retrieves her magic bags and stashes them with cookware, books, potions, and other essentials. Fumisha is just relieved that her pursuers only found her hiding place that was close to the village. It is then revealed that she was killed in her past life and is reincarnated to this world. She has hazy memories of that past life and only receives whispers from her former self at certain times. Fumisha informs her old self that she has given up on happiness long ago because of everything she has been through so far. She retrieves her dagger and makes the resolution to cast out her village from her heart since they have rejected her. Our reincarnated girl tries to proceed forward but is unable to climb a hill, causing her to tumble down and almost fall over the cliff. Our reincarnated girl wishes she had useful skills like everyone else. Her past self advised her not to complain about the way she was born, otherwise nothing would ever start for her. She heads down the cliff and finds a dumping ground. The excitement on her face suggests that this is not her first dumpster dive. Fumisha rummages through the trash and finds some clothes. A map falls out of one of the pockets, and she picks it up as it could make her journey easier. Our reincarnated girl also finds some expired potions. Even though their color has changed, she feels like they might still be usable. She finds it ironic that an unwanted child like her survives on trash that no one wants. Her thoughts are interrupted when she hears a tamer approaching. The man feeds his slimes by ordering them to eat the trash. She realizes that he's after her when the man alerts his colleague that our reincarnated girl couldn't have gotten far. He speculates that she went to Lof, which is the nearest village, but they feel like the chief has gone too far by putting a bounty on a little girl. Our reincarnated girl listens in horror as the men reveal that the detail is dead or alive. She takes it as the village head has the intention to eliminate her. She quickly puts some distance between her and her pursuers but ends up falling down a cliff. She's saved when her bag snags on a branch. She gets injured and must use multiple heal potions because they are old and lack potency. Our reincarnated girl later comes across a clear river and decides to take a plunge. The freedom to relax is new to her because she has spent her whole life hiding. She promises to be bold and resolute because that is what she always intended to do. The fortune teller also advised her to be like that. She also told her to disguise herself as a boy when she travels because it'll be less dangerous. Our reincarnated girl cuts her hair and changes her clothes into something more appropriate. She also decides to change her name to match her new identity. Her past self suggests the name Ivy because it's the name of a plant that thrives even when stepped on. As she proceeds forward, her attention is drawn to a slime that emits orbs of light. Ivy finds it so cute. Upon closer inspection, she checks her monster compendium and finds out that it's a rare slime with no name. The creature gives her a smile while she reads that it's referred to as the weakest slime or the disintegrating slime. It's the weakest of its kind, just like her, so she resonates with the creature. A sudden light breeze of wind blows the slime across the meadow. She reads that the slime is so weak that it can disappear with just a poke. It will also disappear if the wind blows too hard. She carefully helps it up as it struggles to reorientate. She learns its lifespan has been confirmed to be under a day because it's so weak. A look of sadness is seen on her face after hearing this. This due to rare encounters and their short lifespan. Everything about them remains unknown. A stronger gust of wind blows the slime again, but Ivy saves it before it falls into the river. She decides to stay with it since it is destined to disappear. That night, Ivy reveals that humans in Origo receive skills when they turn 5 years old. Her father has 2-star carpentry and processing skills. Her mother has 2-star needlework skills and a 1-star mending skill. The gods decide the skill and the number of stars one gets. Everyone's future is decided by these standards. When Ivy was 5, she received a taming skill, which is the ability to tame monsters and win them over. Unfortunately, she didn't receive any stars. Our reincarnated girl is a starless tamer. She can't even tame small animals, not to talk of monsters. Everyone in the village's attitude changed when they found out. Even her kind father and mother gave her the cold shoulder. Her place of belonging was gone. She told the slime about her past life and the fortune teller who taught her so much and gave her lots of books to read. One of her magic bags was given to her by the fortune teller. It holds a lot of things without feeling heavy, which is handy. Ivy starts to cry when she reveals that the fortune teller passed away recently, and with that death, she feels like she has lost everything. There isn't anyone to look out for her now, but she's glad to have met the rare creature. The following morning, she wakes up and anxiously looks for the slime. A tear runs down her face when she realizes that the monster has disintegrated. Her response is a surprise to her because she thought she was used to the loneliness. She tries to get motivated by heading to the royal capital as instructed by the fortune teller. Ivy pulls out the map from her bag and is shocked to see the slime inside. She unravels the paper, happy to see that the creature has not disappeared. She confirms that some of the information in the compendium must be inaccurate. They head inside the forest where Ivy finds the page on how to tame a monster. She channels some of her magic into the slime. It glows because it has accepted her. At this stage, she names the monster Sora, and a mark appears on the forehead of the rare creature indicating that the taming was successful. She happily holds the creature and introduces herself as she's excited to get to know it better. She later lays a trap and captures her 10th field mouse. She shows her appreciation for its sacrifice before butchering it. Ivy wonders why her past self always gets startled every time she dresses her prey. She begins to wonder what her lifestyle was like in her past life. As Ivy speculates, she neatly packs the broken down meat into leaves. She informs Sora that they will feast that night. Our reincarnated girl has taken a page from Mota's book as she keeps her slime stashed in one of her bags too. Ivy gets her map out again, but the royal capital is not even depicted on it because it's so far away from her current location. So she decides to head to the town of Otwa first. A sudden breeze comes in again and almost blows Sora away, but Ivy catches him in time. Her attention is drawn when she senses that something is coming toward them, so she quickly escapes into the trees. Shortly after, a unit of monster ants passes by. She breathes a sigh of relief when they leave without incident. As she holds Sora, she realizes that he has gotten a little bigger and heavier. The sting from the wound on her face becomes obvious to her. Our reincarnated girl speculates that she got a cut from the branches earlier. She feels like she needs to tend to it before it festers. She pulls out multiple expired blue potions and rubs them on her face till the wound heals, but realizes that she's completely out. Ivy comes out of the forest and onto the beaten path since she's getting closer to the village. She notices the wanted posters pasted along the roadside with a reward of 500 dal. She wonders why they would place such a large sum of money on her. Her past self informs her it's because she's a fugitive. She notices that there are different depictions of her on each poster, some more flattering than others. She continues along the roadside and finds herself in the village where she is reminded how much skills and magic are the backbone of normal life. She passes by a bakery and is reminded that she hasn't eaten any kind of bread in a long time. Ivy also passes a butcher and gets the idea to sell the field mice she hunted earlier. However, she's a little timid to approach. The butcher notices this and calls her over before she removes the meat. He already knows that it's field mice because he has a 2-star odor skill. He inspects it and is happy with the freshness of her catch and her butchering skill. She presents the rest of her wares, which are bought for 100 dal. The butcher is more than happy to buy more if she catches them because all the other hunters are targeting big game these days. She heads to the bakery and buys some bread and is surprised by how cheap it is. The owner finds her naivety cute. The people in the village assume that she's a boy. This means her disguise worked perfectly. Ivy goes somewhere quiet to enjoy her bread. She gives half to Sora, but the slime doesn't want it. She learns that the creature means no when it spreads itself out. She wonders what type of food this rare slime eats. The following day, Ivy goes into the forest and gets a large haul of field mice. As she returns to town, she comes across a dumping ground where she finds plenty of expired potions. As she sorts them out, Sora jumps on the pile of blue potions and ingests them. Ivy thinks that he can dispose of trash. The ability to dissolve inorganic materials is something only high-level rare slimes can do. She tests this out by placing a vase for it to eat, but Sora turns his face. After a few more tries, she realizes that the creature only likes to eat blue potions. She pleads for it not to eat everything as she also needs it. Ivy returns to the village and sells her haul for 250 dal. She heads to the bakery to get a variety of breads, and the owner even throws a free one for her. She goes to the nearby stream to clean off before eating her bread. Ivy relishes this moment, wishing it could last forever. She makes her way back to the village and stumbles on some adventurers. She is spotted by her pursuers, but they don't recognize her because of her changes. They rather tease her, thinking she's a little boy. Ivy hurriedly excuses herself. She gets to the butcher shop and the bakery and realizes that her wanted poster is up. The owner of the bakery even offers her some free bread, but she's so terrified of being found out that she leaves. Our reincarnated girl is upset that she must leave the village because her wanted poster has arrived there. What pains her most is that the people were so nice. The following day, she proceeds to her next destination since her hunters have caught up with her. Ivy later arrives at a crossroad and wonders which way her trackers went. Sora tries to hint something at her, but she doesn't understand. Ivy now regrets not taking the free bread offered to her because now she's hungry with nothing to eat or drink because she left in such a hurry. She picks her path and hears water along the way. Ivy even finds a tree with the most delicious type of fruits. As she approaches, Sora does his disapproving gesture while shivering. The reason comes apparent when the tree turns into a monster spitting out her pursuers. The tree lunges at her with one of its roots, but Sora knocks her out of the way just in time. She manages to get to safety, but she loses strength due to the wound she sustained on her arm. As she loses consciousness, our reincarnated girl notices Sora jumping on the wound and thinks that her slime is eating her since some digest people. Ivy looks at the slime and believes that it will eat him, but realizes that she is an unwanted child and there's no place for her in this world, so she should probably be dead. Just then, she falls unconscious and thinks about her life. Her mother gave birth to her, and her father decided to call her Famisha, revealing that she will bring happiness to their life. 3 years later, she sits with her family and eats some bread. Her brother teases her, saying that she is eating like a wolf, but our reincarnated girl informs him that she wants to grow up, and for this, she wants to eat a lot. At the house, her sister Facilla tells her to use some everyday magic so that she can be helpful to their family. But her mother shuts her away, saying that everything develops at its own pace, and Famisha is just 3 years old. For her to receive magic powers, she must reach the age of 5. 2 years later, her father, a 3-star furniture artist, makes her some toys with wood, and she continues to play with them. Just then, her mother, a 2-star sewer, begins to cry. When asked the reason behind it, she tells them that she is stitching the bridal wear for the shoemaker's daughter. But it made her realize that her daughters, Facilla and Famisha, will go off to be brides too and will leave their house to live with someone else. Suddenly, her father, ignoring the sentiments of his wife, informs them that at the age of 5, every child receives a skill and stars which will help them to earn money in this world. However, no one knows what type of skill they will receive because it is in the hands of the gods. Just then, Famisha's brother teases her by saying that he is the only child in the family who got 3 stars, and wants Famisha to get 1 star just like her sister Facilla. Despite this, Famisha informs them that she wants to be a tamer who can be friends with dragons, griffins, and all kinds of monsters. Hearing this, everyone starts making fun of her, revealing that taming is the lowest skill in this world. But their laughter is stopped when someone knocks on the door. A woman named Miss Luba enters the house and informs them that the time for Famisha to be gifted with her skill has arrived, and she's here to offer a prayer of good fortune to her. Just then, it is revealed that when Famisha turned 2 years old, she started claiming that she got reincarnated into this world from another world. Her mother was worried that if she will be able to use magic or not, and for this, she summoned Miss Luba to look at this situation. Miss Luba, who is the fortune teller of this world, dismisses her concern, saying that her daughter will use magic. She then tells Famisha not to say anything about her reincarnation to anyone. Otherwise, people will make things very difficult for her. At present, Miss Luba looks at her and reveals that she will be gifted with a wonderful skill. When asked what kind of skill she will get, Miss Luba informs them that she has only a 1-star foresight skill, which means she cannot see quite far. The next day, the family heads to the headquarters of the village where every child with the age of 5 gets their skills. There, the priest asks her to enter her finger into the holy water of the gods. Upon doing that, the priest reveals that she has been awarded a tamer skill. Feeling happy her parents begin to enjoy her daughter's skill, but their moment is cut short when the priest, with a horrified look, informs them that she has no stars, which means she has a starless tamer skill. Her father, shocked at this, asks the priest to look at the holy water of the gods again, believing that there must be some mistake. However, the priest brushes it off, saying that if they speak any further on this, they will be blessed with the wrath of the gods. After the priest leaves, they head home, and her father cannot stop thinking about why his daughter is born with no stars, while his other son and daughter have 3 and 2 stars. His wife, Famisha's mother, tries to calm him down, stating that there must be a mistake. Instead of listening to her, he starts questioning her loyalty to him, saying that Famisha is not his daughter and she must have an affair with someone else. This causes her to fall to the ground and cry. Famisha tries to help her mother out, but her brother grabs her from her arm and throws her out of the house. She asks for her sister and her father's help, but they turn their backs on her. After being thrown from her house, she runs into the chief of the village, who informs other villagers that a starless girl is in their village, and if they don't kill her, then the wrath of the gods will soon be upon them. Hearing this, Famisha starts running away, but some kids hit her with stones, causing her to bleed heavily from her head. After running for so long, she enters the nearby forest and begins feeling hungry. She tries to eat some berries, but due to heavy rain, she runs away to the nearby cave. There, she tries to make fire to save herself from the cold but ends up falling unconscious after using the magic multiple times. After waking up, she sees Miss Luba sitting in front of her. Miss Luba informs her not to use magic multiple times, otherwise, she will lose her life because of her weak body. She also informs her that her foresight already told her that this will happen to her, but she wasn't able to see why she ended up like this. She then gives Famisha her bag and book, telling her that whatever she puts in the bag will become light, and the book contains magical information which will help her as long as she is alive. She then tells her that one day, she will set off on a journey to see the world with her own eyes and broaden her perspective. And when she does, she tells her to go to the town neighboring the royal capital. There, if she finds a place for herself to live without any trouble, then there is no need for her to travel anymore. She then continues that if she finds any friends, then she must tell them about herself and having no stars because it will help them to believe in her, and when the time comes, they will become her allies and fight alongside her. Just then, Famisha asks Miss Luba why she is so nice to her while the others hate her and even tried to kill her. To which Miss Luba informs her that long ago, no one had skills or stars, but they still worked with each other and lived happy lives. Hearing this, Famisha feels happy and vows to do her best. A few days later, Famisha starts feeling lonely as Miss Luba stopped paying visits to her. Famisha, feeling hungry, traps a mouse and she starts eating it. Just then, she hears someone approaching her hideout and wonders how they know her hideout. She follows them to the town, and upon reaching the headquarters, she is shocked to hear that Miss Luba has died due to a cold fever. She feels bad at this, revealing that Miss Luba was the only person in this world who was nice to her. Just then, she sees her father approaching the chief of the village. The village chief tells him that he told Miss Luba multiple times to stay away from the starless girl, but she didn't listen to him, and due to this, she got cursed by the starless girl and died. Therefore, he wants no more casualties in the wrath of the gods and tells him to kill her daughter. Hearing this, Famisha's father agrees and decides to kill her daughter, revealing that there is no place for a starless girl in this world. Not wanting to believe that her own father wants to kill her, Famisha cries with heavy pain, and before they can kill her, she wakes up to find Sora jumping on her body. Shocked at this, our reincarnated girl wonders how she is alive but realizes that Sora has a healing ability, and due to this, he healed her wounds. Just then, Sora starts speaking, causing our reincarnated girl to cry and believe that she is not alone anymore and she has someone who she can talk to. Like and comment if you enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel for more anime recaps, and tell me what anime recap you like to see next in the comments below.